But yes, so we're going to move on and we're going to talk about the next song, which is going to be performing in 13th place, and that is going to be Bulgaria. Now, Bulgaria will be represented by Victoria Georgieva, or just Victoria. And instead of singing Tears Getting Sober this time around, she's going to be singing Growing Up is Getting Old. And yeah, have a little listen to Growing Up is Getting Old right now.
I'm torn by nervous systems aching. Growing up is getting old. Anxiety is draining. Getting up is growing old.
I really, really enjoy this, and this is kind of a testament to how strong this year is, because this is only like my 18th place overall, but I really enjoy it, and I really enjoy listening to it. Victoria has a mesmerizing voice. It's just gorgeous. I can see this finishing in the top 5. I do think it's been a tiny bit slept on compared to Tears Getting Sober was last year. I feel like people have kind of not really been as like in love with this. I personally like this more than I liked to entry last year. Yeah, I think this will qualify pretty easily. I think this will resonate. I think the lyrics will resonate with a lot of the audience, so it'll definitely pick up televote points. And I do think jurors will also really like this. I don't know if it's a winner, but I definitely see it in the top 5, top 10 overall. There's nothing really else to say. It's a good song. It's going to do well. The reason it's not my personal favourite is simply because the is so strong. But yeah.
I think there's something really magical about this song, and it's gotten to me in a way that Tears Getting Sober, while I enjoyed, never quite hit. And I find that the more I listen to this song, the more I enjoy it and the more emotional I get about it. And I just think it's really beautiful. And honestly, similarly to Jazzy, this song is around my 10th to 15th place. It's just that good a year, but I find that there is something just really quite enchanting about it. I love Victoria's voice. I love the violins. I love the lyrics of this. I love the sort of the little pun in the title. I think it's really nice. And just the sort of unconventional pattern of the lyrics, the fact that not every line is sort of perfectly matched, or that it just feels really genuine and really emotional. And just, yeah, the more I listen to this, the more I love it. And I would really, really be very happy to see this make the top 5, as it's currently predicted to do, I think. I think this is such a fantastic entry, and I know a lot of people this wasn't necessarily everyone's favourite for Victoria's choice, but I love this. And I think it's a fantastic choice for Bulgaria. And I think it's a fantastic choice for Victoria as well, because her heart is clearly all throughout everything she is singing in this song.
I'm a little bit conflicted here, and I'm going to be a little bit controversial and say that I really just cannot be bothered with this song. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I think it's mostly just for the fact that I just am a little bit underwhelmed, I guess. I mean, it feels like this song is more authentically Victoria than Tears Getting Sober was. There's no denying that. You know, Victoria was like one of the lead songwriters on this. She's had a very like hands-on approach with the way that her music is being made, the way that her sort of music video was made as well. And, you know, like she has a very like set idea like what her audio and visual sort of image is going to look like. It's just not something that I'm kind of getting into, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just because the song is a little bit too slow for me. Potentially it could also be something else. I'm not 100% sure, but I just want to put it out there that, I mean, I loved Tears Getting Sober last year, so I'm kind of a little bit disappointed almost that, you know, either I can't enjoy Victoria's music or the song just isn't that great. I think out of like the Victoria song choice, my favorite would have been Ugly Cry because at least then it was showing off a little bit more sort of versatility compared to, Tears Getting Sober. I think there's no denying that this is going to qualify, and given the fact that it's doing so well with the bookmakers, I don't see any reason for it not to qualify. If it was to not qualify, I think there would be an absolute shock everywhere. But I think once we get into the final, I really do wonder where it could go. I think it's anybody's guess because some people in the final, we talk like the semifinals are less watched than the grand final. And then the grand final, everyone expects it to be like high party atmosphere, like it's a Saturday night, everyone's doing what they need to do, they're drinking, they're having a good time, whatever. And then this song comes on and it could just completely kill the mood a little bit. And given the fact that we have so many upbeat songs, when you're on a bit of a run of really good songs, to immediately get stopped with like a slow ballad, I have a feeling that potentially it may harm their chances a little bit. Not dramatically, but I do think it would maybe get a top 10 result, but not necessarily top 5. Of course, I'm totally willing to be completely changed on that. But I do think maybe people are expecting this to do better than what it actually will. Yeah, Victoria, again, amazing performer. She knows what she's doing. She's giving it with so much conviction. And I wish her all the best, but this song just kind of doesn't really do it for me. It's like in my late 20s, early 30s. Yeah, it's a little bit of a fall from grace, really, for me, but sorry.